Yo, how you guys doing? Shit, my hair's really messy, but we're gonna wing it. I don't give a shit. Um, so these are habits that really changed the course of my life, and I'm sure it would change the course of your guys' too if you adapted it into your schedule. Um, and honestly, it's all about the little things. You don't need to go full David Goggins, send it into this fucking madness that is just being an insane motherfucker, dude. But let's start off with the first big thing that everybody's gonna roll their eyes when they hear because it's obvious with me. I mean, look at these bad boys. They're kind of they've gotten smaller since the kid. It's kind of sad. Um, but going to the gym, obviously, big one. Um, it was that hobby in my life, and I feel like the gym is a really good place for everybody to grow because everybody is there to do the same thing. So, in a sense, right? Um, I go to the gym about 4 days a week. I meet people all the time. It's great for meeting people, socializing, getting your social skills better, um, and it 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 gives you a sense of community if you get to the right gym too. Um, and being around people that are so, say, much bigger than you or have so much interesting lore about them, dude. Like, there's so many cool people to meet at the gym, and there's so much to learn. And the best part of it is you get in fucking great shape while doing it, okay? Lots of big key points here. Um, Another thing is, this is going to lead into another thing, but putting myself in uncomfortable situations, going to the gym was honestly not super uncomfortable for me. But there have been times where, say, you have the choice to raise your hand for something that nobody else is doing it for, so you're going to be the weird kid, you're going to stand out, and nobody wants to do that, bro. Nobody does. But if you want to get better at being in an uncomfortable position, being more comfortable in an uncomfortable situation, that is the best thing for you. Putting yourself in places you normally wouldn't. Because that is what builds your character. It gives you a little bit of adversity and it helps you grow stronger as a person. And you get better social skills out of it. You get better physical skills out of it. You feel better overall. And I'm a guy, dude. I've embarrassed myself so many fucking times, dude. At the gym, dude, I was doing a handstand once in front of like there was a bunch of people stretching right next to me, and I was trying to get good at handstands. And then I do a handstand, and then instead of bailing right, I immediately fall onto my head and fall onto my side and hit a squat rack, and then ding ding ding, and then it was just, oh, dude, I don't even know why I'm telling people this because this is like my digital footprint, bro. But whatever, we don't see. But yeah, uncomfortable situations, and part of me just telling you that this is gonna lead into another great habit that I think everybody should just fucking do. And that's not give a shit, dude. Like, obviously, care a little bit. You don't want to, like, not care about anything at all because then you're not going to care about anything and then life is going to be meaningless. But don't give a shit about what other people think. Like, there's always going to be motherfuckers that are hating on you, bro. Always. There's always people that are going to be throwing you down, not agreeing with you, being like, fuck, you're the lame, you're the boring friend, you're the person that's tracking their calories, you're the person that's trying to better themselves, you're the person going sober. Like, who gives a shit, dude? You're doing this for you because it's your life. You are living one time. You shouldn't focus on what other people are thinking, right? Because if you live a life like that, you're eventually going to look back and you're going to be an old motherfucker and you're going to be like, man, I could have been great, dude. I could have been something, dude. And if I didn't listen to fucking Schnorgel talk shit to me, dude, like, if I didn't listen to him saying don't start that business when he doesn't do anything like that, like, shit, dude. I could have really done something, And worst case scenario, you fail, you get stronger. That is the best thing, right? And judgment is a hard thing to get rid of. I know all about it. doing a lot of stuff. I don't have a lot of support in the ways that most people might. So it's all about just not caring. You're your own support. You're your biggest enemy, but you're also your biggest success. So it's all about balancing those two, making sure the light shines for the stuff you want to get out there, and the darkness kind of stays dark, dude. Like, you don't want to judge yourself too much either, you know? But yeah, I mean, that is so essential. And for my last thing I'm going to throw on here is part of the uncomfortable situations. These kind of all tie in together. But finding something that's physically demanding and something where you can't really think about anything else in the moment. So for me, that is jiu-jitsu. I love jiu-jitsu. Great sport. Learning how to armbar people, learning how to like throw people's arms all around, dude, and get really good at that shit. Like, it's so fun. And it's something where when you're focusing on pulling a guy's arm from under your neck and you're like you're not really thinking about, fuck, I left the stove on, or fuck, dude, I need to fucking pay my taxes next week. Like, no, dude, you're trying to fucking survive that shit. And it's been proven that after doing those physically demanding activities, you actually get a nice dopamine reset, kind of like a cold plunge. Like, doing stuff that's just very physically challenging like that. And especially cold plunges are another good one that I think everybody should try at least once. Everybody should try at least once. You're not going to like it, but you're going to get out and you're going to be like, fuck, dude, that was amazing. I want to do that again. And then you're going to get in and you're like, why the hell am I doing this again? And then you're going to get out and eventually it's going to be easy. And, you know, it's the whole cycle, and it's super good for you. I mean, cold plunges are insane for you. Jiu-jitsu's insane for you. And they really boosted my mental health. I'm not really, when it comes to therapy, I'm not really a type of person that talks a lot about my feelings. I mean, anyone who knows me can kind of say that. With my mental health, my best part is to get energy out, because I keep a lot of energy in, you know? So like the gym, jiu-jitsu, doing explosive things like that kind of are just like, let me kill the other person, or let me freaking hammer this weight up, you know, like stuff like that. You're trying to get better, you know, and those are kind of my, I guess, coping mechanisms. That's the word now, but I think it's just finding meaning. They shouldn't have this crazy term for it. Everybody's just trying to find meaning in life, and this is where I'm finding my meaning, and I find my meaning in a lot of other ways too, you know. I got loving family, loving girlfriend, loving friends, and it's all about progressing up, dude. And as you kind of change yourself, there's going to be people that come into your life that you're like, wow, they're just encouraging me to be better. So it's a lot of habits you just kind of have to introduce. Actually, that wasn't my final one. I'm going to do one more, but that's eating better. Eating good foods, because eating good foods is good for you, right? Improves mental health, improves your body fat, improves your joints, improves everything. Like, literally everything eating better does. It does good for you. Like, your lifestyle is better. Everything is just infinitely better. So try swapping out meals. I have a couple of videos on lean bulking and cutting and all this wild stuff. And like, you can always do research. I'm not going to do a whole video on it or a whole another section about it because I've already done so many. But hopefully this encouraged some of you guys to fix some of your bad habits if you have some, because we're all in this together. We're all humans, and we all got pleasure and pain factors, and you got to realize, is this pain worth it? And is this pleasure, is this just a short-term dopamine that's not going to benefit me? You know, it's all about that stuff. But anyways, I hope you guys liked it. Comment if you think you did any habits that helped you, I guess. No pressure, but it's always good to see how people improve themselves and all that stuff. But anyways, I'll see you guys. Peace.